Okay, everybody, we are going to start right now. Let's see. Hello, Damari. How are you today?
Hello, good evening, teacher. I'm great. Thank you for asking.
That's nice. So you're great. Thank you for coming, Damari. What about you, Melissa? How are you today?
Hello, teacher. I'm super good. Thank you.
Okay, that's really nice. Thank you for coming on time. Abel, how are you today?
Hi, teacher. For now, I'm fine. What about you?
Well, I am pretty good today. Well, it has been a great day. So thank you for asking. Let's see, Armando, how are you today?
Hello, teacher. Good evening.
Good evening. How
Yeah.
are you today?
Oh, nice, very nice. I I drive my car, teacher.
Oh, you are in your car. Okay, great. Thank you for letting me
Okay.
know. Well, in that case,
Yes,
I will be careful. But I know that can you participate during the class?
yes, but don't read, please.
Okay, don't reading. Okay, I will try to be careful with that. Okay, thank you for being
Yes,
here.
because I drive in the Comalapa Street.
Okay, I got it.
Yes, no problem.
Okay, don't worry. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see right now.
Okay.
Evelyn is here. Hello, Evelyn. How are you today?
Hi, mister. How are you?
I'm doing
I'm
great.
fine.
Oh, you are fine. That's amazing. Thank you for coming to our class. Let me see.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Katia is here. Hello, Katia. How are you today?
Hello. I'm really good. Thanks. What about?
Okay, that's nice. I'm doing great also. Thank you. Let's see. Abigail is connecting and also Mitzi is connecting. Okay, everybody, it's time to start. I really appreciate that most of you are on time in the class. We are still waiting for some of your classmates, but we are going to start in a moment, okay? Just let me check some things.
teacher.
Okay. Everybody, let me activate my camera. If I'm really sorry, guys, because I'm having troubles with my internet connection. In case you can't hear me, let me know to repeat what I'm saying. Or in case my audio is not working properly, let me know, guys, for you to have all the information and to know if you can hear me clearly, right? Thank you for coming to the class. As I said before, everybody, it's great to start a new class, a new week with you. I hope all of you are ready for our activities. To start, everybody, let me share my screen. And there you go. Everybody, to start with today's class, I want to ask you, what questions can we ask when we meet someone for the first time? What questions can you ask? Do you have any idea about this? Let's see. We will start with Damari. Damari, tell me, what questions can you ask to someone you meet for the first time?
Address,
Oh, which question, Armando?
address teacher,
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you clearly. Can you repeat again?
address, hour, hour for me.
Oh, what question can you ask to the other person, right? Not to yourself, to the other person.
Ah, okay. Ask question.
Yes, Mitzi? Hello.
His name, the
Oh,
name
okay.
of person.
Okay, very good. So you can ask, what's your name, right? Very good. That's a nice question. What's your name? And very simple, of course. Very good. Thank you, Mitzi. Any other question that we can ask everybody?
How are you?
How are you?
How are you? Yes, it's another very common and important question. Any
Where are
other?
you from? Where are you from?
Where are you from? Yeah, where are you from? Okay, where are you from? That's nice. Okay, Evelyn de Sandoval, tell me one more question.
What are your hobbies?
What are your hobbies? Let's see, what are your hobbies? All those questions are great. Very good, Melissa.
What do you do?
What do you do? Pretty good. What do you do? There you go.
Where do you
Okay.
live?
Where do you live? That's another important question. Where do you live? Okay. That's amazing. Let me see. Any other question that you remembered, everybody?
What is your favorite movie?
What is your favorite movie? Yes, what is? Very good, Katya. How old are you? Also, what is your favorite movie? Well, actually, we can ask any question about favorite things, right? What's your favorite food, favorite movie, favorite color? So very good. Any other example, guys?
How do you feel today?
How do you feel? Or how are you? Yes, those questions are important and they're really good. Any other question? Let me see. Let's make a review of the questions. What's your name? How are you? Where are you from? What are your hobbies? What do you do? Where do you live? How old are you? What is your favorite movie? How do you feel? Any other question, guys?
Where do you study?
Where do you study? Very good. In case that person study, we can ask, where do you study? Pretty good. Or maybe, where do you work, right? Where do you work? If that person works, so we can ask, where do you work? Okay. Nice. Any other question, everybody?
What sport do you do?
Oh, what sport do you practice? That's a great question. For example, if you like sports and you practice sports, what sports do you practice? Maybe you need
Do you practice?
a person to practice. Very good. Any other question? Five.
What's your favorite food?
What's your favorite food? Yes, as I told you before, we can ask any question about favorite things, about interest, for example. What's your favorite food? Okay, that's another great example. Well, everybody, thank you for telling me many examples about questions to ask the first time we meet someone. As you can see, we have the structure of a question and we remember how to ask questions in the correct form. Now, everybody, we are going to learn about the indirect questions, okay? Please pay attention to this structure because it's a little bit different, but it's another way to ask questions or ask for some information to people, okay? To start with this class, guys, let me tell you, all of you, welcome to the class, okay? Thanks to all the students who have joined during our first activity. Now, guys, we will start with our today's topic, okay? Today's class, everybody, it's about indirect questions. Please tell me, Adolfo, what are the indirect questions or what is the use of indirect questions? Adolfo Galdames?
Sorry, my microphone has some problem.
Okay.
An indirect question. Today is Saturday, maybe?
Oh, please read this part.
Read. Okay. Excuse me, sir. I am terribly sorry to the verb, to bother you, but I wonder if you will mean helping me a moment, as alone is as it's non-trouble, of course.
Okay, and the first picture, what happened?
The main.
El auto es un buen lugar para cantar. Bien, mal, todo.
Now, please read the first picture.
Help.
Okay, thank you. That was
the boy with the red shirt is ahogar.
Oh, he's drowning. He's drowning.
He's drowning.
Yes, okay, he's drowning. And well, in the two pictures, in picture number 1 and picture number 2, you can see that the guy with the red shirt is drowning. But tell me, what is the difference, everybody? Tell me, what is the difference between picture 1 and picture 2? What do you think? Okay, everybody, pay attention to Jacqueline. Jacqueline Beltran, tell me, what is the difference between picture 1 and picture 2? Let's see, Mitzi, what is the difference between picture 1 and picture 2?
The Mr. ignored the boy.
Okay, in picture number 1, the mister or the man, he ignores the guy who is in I don't know if that's the sea maybe. Okay, and in picture number 2, he helps him. Okay. Another difference, let's see. Well, I saw Evelyn with her hand up. Evelyn, can you see any other difference in these two pictures?
Yes, teacher. For example, the first picture is very specific and he's asking help. It's a direct questions. Well, it's a direct expressions. And in the second one, he's trying to explain what is happening to him. So
okay.
it's like he gave a very long explanations and he's in danger. He is in danger.
Okay, Evelyn, you are right. That's the situation. Now let's see. Miriam, do you have any idea what is the difference apart from Evelyn's example?
The first imagine in the bridge, mm, no hay bus. And the second imagine is the in the bridge is the bus color yellow.
Okay, yes, that's another difference in the picture, right? Let's see, Katia, tell me what's your opinion about it?
Well, in the second picture, you can see that the person is trying to use some expression to sound polite or to make the answer like make sense of the problem that the person have. I don't know what can I say or what word can I use, but in the first one, the person just said help, but in the other one, he tried to be more specific or use expression that the man understand that he is in problem and he need help.
Okay, Katia, thank you for your opinion. That was accurate with the situation and the difference, at least in the conversation, right? There are different comments that you gave me, and all of them are right. But Katia mentioned an important word, and it's be polite. What is the use of the indirect questions? Let me ask Abel Gomez. Abel, what is the use of indirect questions? Can you read the explanation?
Yeah, indirect questions are used to sound more polite.
Very good. Okay, and that's it, everybody. Indirect questions are used to sound more polite. Okay, in case everybody, you noticed the difference between the two pictures, you can see that in the first picture, as Evelyn said, the man with the red shirt gave a direct instruction, or he asked for something in a direct way. And the other man, the one who is with the dog, ignored him because he was too direct. But in the second picture, as you can see, he used many expressions to show politeness. For example, excuse me, sir. Let me change the color. Okay, blue. I am terribly sorry to bother you. Second expression. Then we have the third expression. But I wonder if you would mind helping me a moment. Let me see another color. As long as it's not trouble, of course. Now, I want to ask you guys, how many expressions is the man with the red shirt using in the second picture? How many expressions did he use? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4?
4.
4 expressions. Let's see. We have green, blue, red, and a kind of aqua. So we have 4 colors. He is using, or he was using, 4 expressions to sound polite. This is, everybody, the purpose of the indirect questions. To ask a question, but in a more polite way, okay? Sometimes we ask direct questions. For example, what's your name? Where is the bank? We ask for those questions in a direct way. In this case, everybody, the indirect questions help us to, of course, ask questions in an indirect way to be or to sound more polite. We will learn, everybody, or we will check some examples to identify the use of indirect questions and the structure of indirect questions, everybody. I could see on the WhatsApp group that you already started some activities about this topic. So this topic, guys, or this class will help you a little bit to identify the correct structure. I could see that Luis Molina helped us with some examples to identify the correct structure. If you haven't done that exercise yet, Luis' message or this class will help you a lot. We will continue, guys. Let me show you what is the structure for an indirect closed question. Please, David Interiano, can you read the structure?
Okay. Indirect close question. Opening phrase is where subject verb completing. Direct question. Is it raining outside? Indirect question. Do you know if it is raining outside?
Thank you, David. Let me ask Abigail Fuentes. Abigail, I have a question. What is a closed question?
Pregunta cerrada.
Yes. And another way to call them? Another name for closed questions in English? Do you know another name for the closed questions? Oh, Katia, tell me.
Yes, no question.
Very good. We know, everybody, that in English, we have, or we have the yes, no questions. It's more common, everybody, that we call them yes, no questions, but another way is closed questions. I could say that the most formal way to call them closed questions, formal. And the most common way, yes, no questions, okay? As you can see in the first example, in the direct question, we have the following structure. Is it raining outside? As you can see in this question, since we are using the verb to be, we have to use, first of all, verb to be plus, plus the subject plus the verb in ing, because this question it's in present continuous. And then, everybody, we have the complement and the question mark. As you can see over here, we are using the structure of a question with the verb to be. Then, everybody, in the indirect question, we have to use the same parts of the question, of the direct question, I mean, but the order is different. For example, guys, notice this indirect question. First of all, we use the opening phrase. The opening phrase in this example, everybody, is, do you know? Do you know? After that, everybody, it says that we have to use if or whether. If and whether, guys, are Synonyms. We could say that they are synonyms. If and whether. After that, everybody, we have to use a subject. The subject in this case is it. Do you know if it, the verb, or in this case, verb to be, and the verb in ing, because it's remember that this is a present continuous question. It is raining. And the complement, everybody, in this opportunity, we use outside. Look at this, everybody. In the direct question, we use the structure of a question. In the indirect question, everybody, we use the structure of a sentence. After the use of the opening phrase, and if we use the structure of a sentence, it is raining outside. It is raining outside. As you see, this is a sentence in affirmative form. Why do we use the question mark at the end of the question? Oh, because we have the opening phrase as a question. Do you know? Do you know? We start the question, guys, with an opening phrase, and after that, we continue, guys, with the structure of a sentence, okay? Not a question, a sentence. Let's continue, guys, checking some other examples about this topic. As you remember, guys, I show you an example using the present continuous. Let's check another example, guys, in this opportunity using the verb to be, but in open questions. Before we continue, guys, let me ask you, what is another name for the open questions? Janet Esmeralda, what is another name for the open questions? Melissa, what is another name? What is another name for the open questions? Christopher, what is
Sorry,
another?
teacher. I think is I think is double H questions.
Excellent. The WH questions. Pretty good. Okay, WH questions. Or even we have another way, it's R, sorry, the information questions. Okay, information questions. Okay, both names are common. Maybe WH questions are more common than information questions. And the open questions, it's the formal way we call the information questions, right? As you can see, we are using a different structure. Let's see. Can you help me reading this example? Let me see. Luis Molina.
Hey, good evening, teacher.
Hello.
Yes, about the indirect open question or use WS question.
Oh, no,
Read.
right now, read this information on the screen, please.
Okay. In indirect open question, a question verb be, opening phrase plus question, word plus subject plus verb. Direct question, where is the train station? Indirect question, could you tell me where the train station is?
Very good. This is, everybody, a similar example to the one to the one that Luis helped to answer in the WhatsApp group. Where is the train station is the direct question. Remember that we are using the structure in direct questions, guys. In direct questions, we use the structure of a question. Then everybody, in indirect questions, we start with the opening phrase. In this case, everybody, we have, could you tell me? Could you tell me? After that, everybody, we use a question word. The question words, everybody remember, are the WH words. What, where, when, who, why, which, okay? So all those WH words, everybody, are the question words. That's why in this opportunity, guys, we are using where. Could you tell me where? Okay, after that, pay attention. We use the structure of a sentence. For example, look at this. The subject is the train station. If this is a noun, everybody, the train station, it's a noun. If you want to change, if you want to exchange the train station to one subject, you know that we will use it. Could you tell me where it? At the end of the question, guys, look at it. We need to use a verb. The verb we are using is the verb be or the verb to be. That's why we select or we used, everybody, is. Is, okay? Could you tell me where the train station is? The train station is. Something that changed from one sentence and the rest of the question after the question word is that we don't use complement, everybody. Remember, a sentence, for example, a sentence in simple present using the verb to be has 3 parts. Actually, the simple present only has 3 parts: subject, verb, and complement. In this case, everybody, we are not using complements because we are asking for more information. What is the train station? I don't know what is the train station, so I need to know that. And I can ask, where is the train station? And it's okay. But when we use the indirect questions, we sound more polite because we are not direct. We are indirect at the moment of asking for some information, and we show that we are polite through this. Could you tell me where the train station is? Could you tell me where the nearest bank is? Okay. Let's move, everybody, and check some examples using simple present. What are the auxiliaries for simple present? Let me see. Jose Alfredo, what are the auxiliaries for simple present?
El do, el does, teacher.
Excellent. Do and does. Okay. Pay attention to the structure and to these examples. Can you help me reading, Beatriz? The structure and the 2 examples.
Okay, teacher. Opening phrase plus question word plus subject plus verb. And direct question. What time does the supermarket open? Indirect question. Can you tell me what time the supermarket opens?
Thank you. As you see, everybody, since this is a sentence in simple, this is a question in simple present, look at the first example. What time does, we need to use, everybody, the auxiliary do or does depending on the subject. In this case, the subject is the supermarket. It means that the subject is it. What does the supermarket open? Remember, something important about the simple present is that when we have the auxiliary does, we never change the verb. So we never apply the rules of simple present in third person when we have the auxiliary does. If it is a question and we use does, the verb never change. And if we have a negative sentence using does not or doesn't, we never change the verb, okay? But pay attention to our indirect question. We have the opening phrase, can you tell me? Then we have the question word, what time? The subject, the supermarket, and look at this. The verb is opens.
Open.
So we apply the
Why,
rules.
teacher?
Let me explain that. I was about to tell you
Okay,
that.
okay.
We use
Okay.
everybody, or we apply the rules of a simple present sentence because we are not asking a direct question. As you see, in the direct question, we have the auxiliary does. Now, I have a question. In the indirect question, where is the auxiliary does? Do we have that auxiliary in the question?
No.
Ah, that's your answer, right? We are not, sorry, we are using the rules, or we apply the rules of a simple present in third person because we are not using the auxiliary does. Look at this. The opening phrase has the structure of a question. Can you tell me? Over there, we have the structure of a question. Then everybody, we have the question word, what time? After the WH word, we never follow the structure of a question. It continues with the structure of a sentence, an affirmative sentence. It happens, everybody, when we use the verb to be. It happens when we use the simple present. It happens, everybody, with any tense. Any tense we use, everybody, we apply after the opening phrase and the question word, we use the structure of a sentence. One thing that it's never in that sentence, it's the complement. In that case, we don't use complements, right? But the subject and the verb, we have to use them in that way, like an affirmative sentence. Look at the example also, guys, about the yes/no questions. Remember, guys, in the yes/no questions, we also use the structure of a sentence after the opening phrase and if or whether, okay? In this case, if, okay? After the opening phrase and if.
Do you know it?
Okay, so we use the structure of a question. Oh, sorry, a sentence. It is raining outside. It is, not is it. It is raining outside. So the first part of the question, it's a question. Then we ask for the information we need to know using a sentence. It is raining outside. Do you know if it is raining outside? Remember, we use the question mark at the end of the question because the opening phrase it has the structure of a question, okay? Let's see this part, okay? That's why we use the rules of simple present. Remember, just in case we are using a do, well, in this case, does question. If we use a does question, we need to apply the rules for simple present in third person in the indirect question. We have to move everybody to another structure, and it's using can, okay? Let me see. Right now, I need to hear Dimas, can you help me reading this information, please?
Yeah, direct open questions can open phrase plus question word and plus subject plus can plus verb. Direct question, where can I take a taxi? Indirect question, do you know where I can get a taxi?
Okay, thank you. As you can see, we are using can. In this case, we are using can. And we still have to use after the opening phrase and the question word, we use the structure of a question. For example, everybody, I can get of a sentence, I'm sorry. I got confused. But as you see, we are using the structure of a sentence. I can get a taxi. After the opening phrase and the question
Change
word.
the verb, teacher.
Oh,
Change the
yes, I'm
verb.
really sorry. I changed the verb. I didn't notice that part. But as you can see, everybody, we have to use, give me a second. As you can see over here, everybody, we are using the same structure that than in an affirmative sentence. For example, I can get or I can take, because the verb is not a problem. Take or get is actually has the same meaning when we are talking about taking a taxi. So I can take a taxi. We use the structure of a question at the beginning of the indirect question. After the WH word, we use the structure of a sentence, an affirmative sentence. Do you know the structure of a question where I can get a taxi or I can take a taxi? As you can see, everybody, we use opening phrase, question word, like in a question, in a common question. Then, everybody, we use the structure of an affirmative sentence. I can get a taxi. The supermarket opens. It is raining outside. Okay? So this is, everybody, something we have to remember about this structure. After the use of the opening phrase and the WH words, or if it is a yes/no question, we use the structure of an affirmative sentence. Now, just before we practice, let me show you some important information about the opening phrases. As you could see, we are using the structure of a question before we start, okay? Let's see, I want to hear Mitzi. Can you read this part, Mitzi?
Yes, teacher. Opening phrases. Could you tell me? Can you tell me? Do you know? We use these opening phrases to make our question more polite.
Amazing, okay, thank you, Mitzi. As you see, we have three phrases or three opening phrases we used in this presentation. Could you tell me? Can you tell me? Do you know? There are even more expressions that we can use to make indirect questions. As you could see in the first example, everybody, we can use some expressions that are not questions. For example, I wonder if you would mind. I wonder if you would mind helping me. Okay, I wonder, would you mind? Those are other examples of opening phrases that we can use in our indirect questions. These are, everybody, three common opening phrases that you will see in those kind of examples. If you look for some opening phrases for indirect questions on Google, you will find for more examples, okay? Let's continue, guys. And in this moment, let me show you some examples and other opening phrases that we can use. For example, if you have a question in present continuous, what is he doing? Look at the indirect question. Do you know what He is doing. Where can I sit? Could you tell me where I can sit? Then, guys, we have an opening phrase that is not, that is not a question. This is like a sentence. We are asking for information, but we are not asking a question. We make this example like a sentence. I was wondering where you are from. I was wondering where you are from. But look at the direct question. Where are you from? So it's going straight, direct to the point, okay? But in the second example, in indirect questions, we use an opening phrase to make your question softer and more polite. What is this? What is this? Do you know what this is? Okay, the indirect questions, everybody, make things softer and more polite, right? Everybody, in this moment, I would like to know if you have any question about this topic. Do you have any question, everybody? No questions. It's clear. Great. If it is clear, then we are going to practice right now. Everybody, let me show you the next exercise. And look at this. Where we have an example. Turn these direct questions into indirect questions. For example, the direct question is, what is the shop? What is the shop? Then the indirect question, can you tell me where the shop is? Okay, try to create the right examples or trying to change the direct questions into indirect questions. Let me show you the first 5 examples. Let me see. Yes, it's in a good resolution. Right now, think about the correct question, the correct indirect question. Okay? The first example, where is he from? Do you know?
Where he from is.
Oh, Damari, thank you. Can you repeat again? Do you know?
Do you know where he from is?
He from is?
Is.
Okay. Are you sure, Damari?
Or change the where from he is.
Where from he is?
Yes. No.
Not really. Let's see. Let me ask someone else. Miriam, is that question correct? Where he from is?
Mm, yes, creo. I think.
Okay. Let's see. Melissa wants to participate, so I want to hear her example. What do you think, Melissa?
I believe, do you know where he is from?
Okay, right. That's correct. He is from. That's the right example, guys. Why? Okay, because we respect the structure of a sentence, remember. And in a sentence, we use he is from, for example. If we answer the question, where is he from? We say he is from El Salvador, for example. Then, guys, we respect the structure of a sentence. Okay, let's see. Let's move everybody to example number 2. Thank you, Melissa, for your help, by the way. It was really good. Let's continue with number 2. How many countries has he traveled to? Look at this. This is not a question. I wonder. So this is a sentence. I wonder. Let's see. Who can help me with this example? Evelyn, okay.
I wonder how. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Okay, thank you, Christopher. But you can help me if you want. Start thinking about number 3, and you will help me with number 3. Okay, Christopher.
Okay.
Now, good. Evelyn, what is the correct form of the indirect question number 2?
I guess teacher is, I wonder how many countries we have traveled.
I wonder how many countries he has
Traveled.
He has traveled. Okay, you are right. That's correct. I wonder how many countries he has traveled. Okay, very good. You follow the structure of a sentence at the end. After the WH word, you follow that structure. So very good job. Thank you, Evelyn. That was nice. Now, Christopher, can you help me with example 3?
Okay. I think it's. Can you tell me where you did go?
Where you did go, like this?
Go.
Yes, Christopher, like that?
Yes, I think.
You think so? Okay. Guys, is that example correct? What do you think?
Or maybe not. Can you tell me? I think the structure of the first question. Can you tell me where did you go? In the same way.
Where
I
did
think.
you go? Like a question? Where did you go?
No, I am a little bit confused, but I think I choose my first.
Okay, let me see. I will help you a little bit. Okay, the structure is correct. So everything is correct in the structure. But I have a question, Christopher. This is a question in simple past, right?
Sorry. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so what is the correct example? Remember, the indirect question, it's a question. So we use the structure of a question, direct question. In indirect question, we need to use the structure after the opening phrase. In the WH word, we need to use the structure of an affirmative sentence. Now, guys, I ask you, what do we use in affirmative sentences in simple past? What do we use? Let's see. Abel, what do you think?
I'm not sure, but I think if we uh, eliminate the word did, I think it's correct. No.
You are close, but no. You're partially correct. We eliminate the word go. Guys, I have a question. When we talk about a memory or memories we had when we were kids, we say, I did go to the park? Or what is the correct form in simple past?
I went to the park.
Excellent, Christopher. So, went. What is the correct question, Christopher? Complete?
Can you tell me where do you went?
Where you went. That's right. Remember, in the yes, no question, sorry, in the WH questions, in indirect questions, we don't use the auxiliaries. The ones that we use are just the modal verbs. For example, can, could, should, okay? But in the case of the did, do, does, we never use them in indirect questions, okay? at least in that part of the question. Well done, Christopher, and thank you, Abel. Great help.
Oh,
Now,
thank you for your help.
oh,
Thank you
you're
for your help.
welcome.
Thank you.
Who can help me with example 4? I need a volunteer. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna choose someone. Oh, Janet. Janet, do you want to participate? Can you help me?
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'd like to know you have finished
Okay,
the report.
I'd like to know if
I'd like to know you have finished the report.
the report. Okay, very good, Janet. That's the correct structure, so you are right. I'd like to know if you had finished the report. Well done. Let's move everybody to example number 5. Well, because of the time, we won't finish with the 10 examples, guys, but I will share with you this link. Okay, let me share this link with you. Okay, you can copy this link, everybody, and continue practicing. Actually, this activity has 3 different exercises, as you can see here. But we are just doing example number 3 or exercise number 3. Okay, the last example for today. Does he go out very often? What is the indirect question? I have no idea whether what?
Does he go out very often?
Okay, Armando, does he go very often? Okay, you are partially correct, but let's see. Does he go? Is that correct?
No.
No.
What is the correct form?
When?
When?
Oh,
he went.
Or
When
in simple
he,
present?
um,
Eliminate does.
What do we eliminate?
Does.
Oh, we eliminate does. Very good. And he go.
Goes.
Very good. He
Goes, teacher.
goes. Remember?
he goes.
In the direct question, we use does. In the indirect question, we apply the rules in third persons for simple present, right? And that's it, okay? I have no idea whether he goes very often. Oh, sorry, he goes out. That was missing. I'm really sorry. I forgot that word, okay? So I have no idea whether he goes out very often. That's it, okay? Everybody, I'm really happy that I'm really happy that we completed at least 5 examples in this activity. Even though we have doubts about some examples, I'm really happy, guys, that we cleared up all those questions because it will help us a lot at the moment of practicing in our activities in the platform, right? That's why, everybody, I ask you to please keep working on the activities, continue coming to the class, everybody, and practicing here. Actually, I want to invite you guys tomorrow because tomorrow we have our speaking practice class. As you know, guys, we make a short review of the topics we have studied, and also we make some speaking practices and grammar practices to check our understanding about the topics, okay? So just for tomorrow, guys, I invite you to complete these following activities. Please, guys, complete activity 2.3. Keep working until activity 2.4.4, okay? And then, so we can continue working hard tomorrow in our speaking practices and some other grammar practices. Thank you guys for coming and practicing. I know, guys, 1 hour it's not enough to hear everybody in the class, but I hope everybody tomorrow we will have more time to practice. Okay. I hope you have a good night, and anything I can help you with, everybody, you can text me on the WhatsApp group. Okay. Have a good night and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Good
Thank you,
night,
teacher.
teacher.
Bye.
Bye-bye.